This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where you bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
Today we take up the alignment of your corporate values with your compliance program. Obviously, the Monaco Memo and the Department of Justice's thoughts on corporate culture have sent a lot of companies asking, what do we stand for? What binds us to one another and to the community? That is something that employees ask, management ask, and stakeholders ask. The key, though, is to match the company's values with those of its employees. That is called value alignment. And the benefits include higher job satisfaction, less turnover, more teamwork, effective communication, and a wide variety of others. How do you align your corporate values? Well, when they are aligned, they can be very powerful. They serve your strategy and provide your employees with authentic connections, and in doing so, create the foundation for better group performance and higher personal satisfaction. Values are not magic. They don't become real or effective just because you announce them at a town hall or etch them into marble. If you want to enjoy the benefits, you have to work with everyone in your organization to identify and align them. This requires careful attention and hard work, but it is certainly worth it. So, is your organization aligned? And what are the steps that you can take to align them? Well, the first step is to identify the values within your employee base. The second step is to identify key priorities from strategy to determine what is the most important thing the organization can do to achieve that strategy. Step 3, wed the values to serve both the organization and employees. And step 4, begin the assessment process to determine whether there is true alignment. And the final step is generate a list of organizational values going forward. It is something that every compliance officer should do. And as I mentioned several times, the benefits can be really great for a corporation in terms of wedding what management sees and wants with what the employees are feeling and what they want. When you have alignment of values, that's when the magic can happen. As you know, this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.